what's going on, guys? Casey Coleman here, physical therapist and co-founder of Pre-PT Grind, and we're back with another mic drop mentorship. We're back with another value bomb to give you, for you to think about, for you to go to your bed, go to your shower, and ponder on in order for you to get into PT school without wasting time, valuable money, your sweat and tears, your family's anxiety, your own anxiety. This is what we do here. So welcome to another mic drop mentorship. And today I want to talk about something that will make you definitely not get into PT school. What's going on, Shanahan? Thanks for joining. Ariana, Katie, I think I saw Sam on here. Thanks for joining, guys. And I want to talk about the number one way you will definitely not get into PT school. So if you're on, drop some comments below. Let me know what you think is the number one way you will not get into PT school. There's no right or wrong answer. Just drop it below. Then also you'll probably see above or below, however you're watching this video, either on Facebook or YouTube, you'll see that you can get a link. I'll send you the link personally to our live or our free acceptance blueprint training, our free acceptance blueprint training, if you comment what we're saying in the description above or the description below. So I'll send that to you personally so you can check out our acceptance system method blueprint training, whatever we're calling it. I'll send it to you personally. So drop along with saying what we're saying in the comments, let me know, what do you think the definite way to not get into physical therapy school is? Because a lot of times we think it's the most common ways. And sometimes it might be, but sometimes you might not think of this way either. So a lot of times we think, oh, the way I'll definitely not get into PT school is my grades. The number one way I will not get into PT school is my GRE. Number one way I will not get in if I don't have my observation hours or I don't fill out PT CAS, this and that and that and this. And yes, it's true. You do have to know the game. You do have to understand the game and know the system, because you are applying through their system, and if you don't play that game properly, they won't see you and you won't get accepted. So yes, that is part of it. That is part of it. But another way you would not get into PT school, or you definitely won't get into PT school, is really doubting yourself and putting more energy into doubting yourself than to getting your white coat. Is really putting more energy into saying what you are not and what you can't do, instead of saying what you are able to do and saying what I can do, what is in my control, in order to get your white coat and become a DPT. A lot of times we focus on those doubts, where all our energy is here, focusing on what we don't have, what we can't do, why we suck at this, why we didn't get a good grade at this, and we're all focused here. That becomes what our outcomes are, because that's where all our energy is. You guys heard that cliche saying, I don't even know what it is right now. But all your focus is there. So what are you going to expect? What can you expect the freaking outcome to be if that's what you're thinking about all the time? I'm not good enough. My grades suck. I have a 3.1 GPA. My GPA is under 3.0, 2 point whatever. My GRE sucks for the third time. Man, that's all you're doing, is focusing on that. And that's just bringing you down further in that rabbit hole, and you're not thinking about the outcome. You are not thinking about the outcome. A lot of us put more work and time into the actions rather than thinking about what is our outcome going to be. Because if you tell me what you want your outcome to be, I don't have to tell you your actions. If you send me a message right now, if you get on a phone call with me and you say, what do I need to do here? I'll ask you, well, what do you want to happen? Somebody can ask me in SSPT as a coach, oh, what do I do here? How did you grow this? How did you become that? And I'll ask them, well, what do you want your outcome to be? And I'll tell you what your action needs to be. But a lot of times we can't even get there because we are focused on what we can't and will not and won't, and all these negative outcomes and consequences and thoughts that we can't even get there. We're blinded. We can't even see our outcome anymore. We don't even see us in a white coat. We don't even see us getting our diploma. We don't even see us walking across the stage. We don't see us in clinicals, passing the MPTE. So much you have to look forward to. But right now, you are so blindsided. There's so much fog. There's so many clouds. There's so much traffic in the way that you can't even see what's going on out there in order for you to get to that goal, in order to get to that dream. You don't even know what it looks like anymore. Yes, you got into PT because you can see yourself being in physical therapy, you can see yourself working with patients, but at this time you're so down, you're so low, you're so down and out that you lost sight of what that even looks like or what that even is. When's the last time you thought about crossing the stage in physical therapy school and graduating? When's the last time you thought about treating a knee patient or treating a sports patient or a neuro patient or a peds patient? When's the last time you thought about going on clinicals? When's the last time you thought about you being a student on the first day of PT school? Or is all you're thinking about is how you failed the test yesterday? Or is all you're thinking about is your GRE score that you bombed, 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago? We're never really focused on the outcome because we're so stressed about this day-to-day stuff. And yes, is it important? Obviously, yes. Yes, does it produce some anxiety? Obviously, yes. But at the same time, you have to focus on the outcome or you're just going to keep dragging yourself down. You're going to keep doubting yourself. And if you keep doubting yourself, that's all your energy is going to go into, and you can't go on to the next step and the next step and the next step in order to get into PT school. So the number one way you will not get into PT school is that you doubt yourself. If you say everything that you cannot do. Because if you keep saying that, you will definitely not get into PT school. So a lot of times we think it's grades. A lot of times we think it's GRE score, observation. Yeah, I get it. You got to do that. But you can't even do that properly if you're in that low mindset already. If you can't get yourself out of a rut. How are you ever going to get an A in this class that you have to retake if all you're focusing on is what you cannot do or how bad you did last time? How are you going to get over a 300 on the GRE if all you're focusing on is how shitty you did on the last one? How you did, a 287 or a 290, whatever. How are you ever going to be better on the next day of observation hours if all you're focusing on is how you didn't talk enough, how you forgot to ask the physical therapist's name, if you were in the corner writing notes all day? How are you ever going to get past that and become a better observation hour student to get a letter of recommendation if all you're focusing on is what you did not do? I mean, I'm just telling you this from experience because it was me. I'm not telling you nothing. This is no theoretical stuff. I was that student. I was that person. Everything I didn't know, everything I didn't do, all the bad test grades because I knew myself the best. You know yourself the best. I don't know what you guys did wrong yesterday. I don't know what question you got wrong on the test. I didn't know that you did not study yesterday, didn't work out. Only you know that. That's why you can put yourself down so bad, and that's what I did after I didn't get in the first time. And it's only until I switched this around and stopped thinking about everything that happened last year, everything that didn't happen or didn't go right the year I did not get accepted. It didn't turn around until I started focusing on me on interview day. Until I turned everything around and started thinking about the day next year when I was going to get that interview, until I was going to get accepted, that's all I was focusing on. That's all that I was thinking about. That's all that was on my radar. Yes, I retook classes. Yes, I was working a job. Yes, I was this and that. Obviously, duh. But at the same time, all that was in my mind was my first goddamn day in PT school. All that was in my mind is working at a clinic like I am now. All that was in my mind was passing the MPTE. Yeah, I was still a pre-PT at the time. Yeah, I didn't have my official acceptance letter. But in my mind, in my heart, I had it. I was there already. You couldn't tell me I was not a PT student. There was no way in hell you couldn't tell me I wasn't a PT student at the time I turned my mindset around. At the time, I got my shit together and was like, man, I'm doing this. There's nothing stopping me. Nobody's in my way. I'm gonna get into PT school and become a physical therapist. At that time I switched after I got rejected, there was nothing else on the table than me getting accepted that next year. Yes, it was hard. Yes, I got a few questions wrong. Yes, I didn't do the best on my next day in observation. Yeah, but I don't even remember that. I couldn't tell you what my test score on my second anatomy test in the summer semester was. I have no idea. So why the hell are you focusing on it now? Because it's not going to matter when you're a physical therapist. Of course, put your 100% in it. I get it. But my point is that if you did bad yesterday, there's nothing you can do about it because it's gone. You can't get it back. It's gone. That year I was rejected from PT school, I can't go back now and get it and come back to where I am now and be a physical therapist a year, in advance. I can't. Whatever you got bad, whatever happened yesterday, that test grade, that GRE, that person you didn't talk to for a letter of recommendation, that help you didn't get, you can't do it. So all you have now is the future. That's all you have. So why are you looking back? You're still driving forward. There's no reverse in this game. You can't go back. There's no reverse. You can only move forward, so you have to keep your eyes on it. That's it. That's all you got. So the number one way you will not get into PT school is doubting yourself, saying what you cannot do. The number one way you will get into PT school is saying what you can do. Saying what you will do. Saying I will put myself around the people to get me in. I will get help. I will get mentorship. I will invest in myself. I will get my stuff together. I will study tonight. I will work, whatever it is. That's what has to happen. That's what has to happen. Let's see what's going on. I found my last two classes, my last semester. Doesn't mean it has to be 2019, and now I'm done. Exactly. What failed class, Shanahan? What failed class? It's gone. What last semester? It's nothing you can do now. So if Shanahan keeps focusing on that, no way he can get in. If Shanahan keeps focusing on the future, 100% he will get in. So that's what I need you guys to keep in mind. The number one way you will not get in is not necessarily grades. Grades are not the problem. Grades are a symptom. Your bad GRE score is not the problem. It's a symptom. You not getting great letters of recommendation is not the problem. It's the symptom. You not getting into PT school is not the problem. It's the symptom. Right? Your bad grades are only the outcome of you not studying or you not understanding. You not getting into PT school is not that day. You getting in is a result of what happened the last 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. Right? So all of that is a culmination. So if you want to change it, you got to start with what's going on now. Because whatever you want that end prize to be, you have to start with whatever the symptoms are now. You getting into PT school is a result of you putting in the hard work. Your symptoms now, whatever's going on now. You getting a bomb-ass GRE score is you putting in the work yesterday and today. Right? You getting an A on the next two classes or the next two test grades is a result of what's happening now after this live stream, after we stop motivating you, after you turn off our Instagram feed or close your phone, after our podcast is done for that week. Whatever you're doing now or that day will become a result of what's going to happen into PT school or what's going to happen in the future of you getting into PT school. So the number one way you will get in is saying what you can do. Number one way you will not get in is saying what you cannot do. So that's pretty much it. If you want our free acceptance blueprint training, comment no doubts below. We're saying it in the comments. I'll send you the link personally. Then you can reach out to us. And in that link, there's a surprise for you. There's a gift. It's a free gift worth $75. If you watch all the videos, you can get a free gift that's worth $75. All free. If you want that, comment no doubt below. YouTube, Facebook, replay live, I don't care. And you'll get that free gift after you watch all the videos and what I'll send you. So if you want to get into PT school, if you do not want to doubt yourself anymore, then comment no doubt and I'll send you a free way for you to know what to do in order to get in next cycle or the cycle after that, whenever you're applying. So Team Live, Team Replay, drop it down below. Comment no doubt. check out our podcast, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. Tell your friends about us, classmates, because if you don't, we have the skills to find them anyway. This is not a secret group. This is not your secret weapon. This is a community for all pre-PTs in order to advance the profession. So tell them, let us know about them, tag them in this video, and comment below, and I'll send you our free acceptance blueprint. So hope you enjoyed this Mic Drop mentorship. Hope it brought you value, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.